I think that we will have a great talk today, because I think that we're going to focus it on something that is very useful for all of you. And let me tell you up front, guys, since it's very important that you all understand the mechanism of how the whole Oxinity environment can help you monetize and grow your business, it's very important that you don't have any doubts, and everything is crystal clear. Needless to say, you can interrupt me, you can ask questions until fully understood. Yeah, because we've been doing optimizations of the whole Oxinity environment with one idea in mind. The idea is that everything in Oxinity is for you and is yours. Yeah, we'll see how. Well, eventually, whatever we are doing, it's just to make sure that it works for you. So every single thing, being it a landing page, the Oxinity general page, any issue here, any issue that we're creating, is for eventually for you to be able to grow your business through it. Yeah. So I insist very much on that, because sometimes I have the feeling that for some people there is still a division between Oxinity and me, Oxinity and us. Yeah. And actually, every single one of you, once in Oxinity, once I am Oxinity, by the way, fantastic video, the one with I am Oxinity, great, really, really good.
Yeah, it was amazing. Big
It is.
congratulations.
Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, brilliant. So initiatives like that, yeah, they are great, honestly. So thank you, Anna, and thank you, Georgina. Maybe they're not here yet, but no, and all of you guys. But once you've embraced that idea, I'm Oxinity, then Oxinity will have to work. We will make it work, and we are making it work for you. Yeah. So we'll see how. Again, part of it has to do with what we spoke last time. But I want to make sure that everything is very, very, very clear and easy, because right now it's super easy. So I have a presentation. The first part is a presentation. The second part, a practical example with a couple of you. We can do a test so that you see, to illustrate how it works. Now I'm going to share my screen, and let me know when you start seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
I can see it now.
Perfect.
Yep.
Do you see it in full screen?
It's loading now.
It's loading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can see it full screen. Yeah.
Perfect. Right. So I was saying that once you guys log into im.oxinity.com, then some internal magic happens. But eventually, once there, then every single thing that has Oxinity in it is yours. Yeah. How is that? We're going to take a look at the blogs, because it was what we were discussing yesterday. And we believe that the strategies, we'll see what these two strategies are. But basically, the strategies for growth have to be very simple, very straightforward. Yeah. So we were talking about a long-term strategy and a short-term strategy. The long-term strategy is when you guys start sharing things of value, valuable content. Little by little, this valuable content through sharing mechanisms where you all are involved. As you know, we are a community that constantly help each other. So these mechanisms are going to achieve Google positioning. So the more we act upon what we do on our blogs, for instance, the better ranks they will have on Google. Yeah, so this long-term strategy is going to work even in scenarios that you can't even imagine. Yeah, and we'll see examples very soon about that. But for instance, my first example will be something that Patricia did 3 years ago, and it's still working for her. Yeah, so this is a long-term strategy. But short-term strategy is when you are using what is already there in Oxinity with your IDC. Yeah, every one of you at that stage know what this is. This Internet Digital Code that that tags all the clients to you, or has a reference that links clients to you. Yeah. So the short-term strategy is you using whatever is already there, and we have fantastic content already. You share it, and then you, for the purposes that you have, and then you are benefiting as well. So it's a win-win, because both the author and the person that is sharing this content, can be the author or any of the community members, then are benefiting from it. Yes?
Could you maybe explain, like, very briefly what like how we generate that IDC for new members, and also like to refresh my memory?
Yes,
Please.
okay. Yeah, once you log into Oxinity, just go to im.oxinity.com. Yeah, and then from there, you go to any of the Oxinity tabs, and you will see that you're logged. Georgina can't hear anything. Can you hear me, guys? Yes?
Yes,
I do.
Yes?
Yeah.
I can. Yeah.
We can hear you, yeah.
Yeah. So your IDC, or click on the promo button, Sophia, and in any of the landing pages, your IDC is there. Yeah, if you're logged into im.oxinity.com, then it's there, either in the promo button, or it's automatically, let's say that we automatically embed it every time you are in the Oxinity environment. Okay. Okay.
Right.
So
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you take a look at the slide, the circled sharing buttons, the first one is copy to clipboard. So if you press it, then the whole code with your IDC is copied. Can you do that? If you do it in real time, then I'm sure that you will see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so no need even to know it by heart. You just go and copy, use the first here, in the slide, in the circled options of the sharing buttons. The first one is to copy on your clipboard, and it takes your IDC automatically. Okay, so I'm going to start sharing my presentation, and I'm going to show it to you, okay? Just a minute. Or, okay, you know what? I'm going to continue sharing, just because it's going to be just much better. And then we're going to see a practical case. So, Sophia, no worries. We're going to go back to it again with a practical example.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so we were here, and I was saying that a very straightforward way of starting your growth is by sharing content. Yeah, again, once in Oxinity, every single thing here is yours. So you copy the content, or you use directly the buttons of Facebook, Twitter, well, all these the social media buttons, or on WhatsApp, or by email, and you can share it automatically. Your IDC code is there. Yeah, so once you are logged in, then anything that you do will carry your IDC. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this is your short term, or short yeah, exactly, short term strategy.
Strategy.
Yeah. Okay, so eventually what we want is Oxinity to be at your disposal. Yeah, these are your resources. Every single thing here is for you to be able to grow. How you're going to use it, well, we'll see shortly. I have a suggestion, But then there are people that are using it in different ways. We're going to see the one that will definitely grant very good results if you guys are consistent. This is all it takes, yeah? When we talk about we are a resource, you have to know that with Inoxinity, we produce a lot of campaigns as well and creativities. And for instance, today is Father's Day, and I'm very happy to share what we have created for you. But please ask, yeah, I don't know who is doing what. With some of you, I keep very close, coordination regarding your strategy. So I know what Georgina is doing. She knows today is Father's Day, but she has a different strategy. But if you want to use any of the Oxinity resources, let us know. So again, in the codes, these automatic links that Oxinity creates, maybe the only thing that you have to remember to add is the from. The from is the channel and the day, for instance, or any other abbreviation that will then identify the results coming from a certain action of yours. Yeah, so whatever I'm sharing today is going to be added in my from, F equals Facebook and the day of today. This is it. We're going to see a practical example in a minute. As far as creating content, then creating content is something that, again, it requires a decision, regularity. You have to decide when and what to blog about. What I can tell you is that this will be part of your short and long-term strategy, but because, of course, right after you've written a blog post, you're going to share it. And so will the other Oxinity members, so will I, so will, well, all of us. So creating content is something that is both pleasant for English teachers. You guys have a lot to offer, a lot of experience, a lot of solutions, and this is your keyword, solution. And at the same time, you will be meeting a demand that students might have, and indirectly, they will be interested in the rest of the things that are going on in Oxinity. Yeah, so the rest of the things that are going on in Oxinity, once you are sharing something, are yours again. I will insist on that again and again until, because this is very important. So the person that writes a blog, yeah, is the one that once someone hits it, when someone clicks there, then that person is already identified as your client or as your lead. And even if in the future they reach Oxinity one way or another through an advert, through a Google display ad or any other, yeah, they just remember Oxinity, they are typing Oxinity and just that, then that person is already identified or will be identified as yours. And here I've put different examples of great blog posts that are very useful, that provide solutions. So my star example is Inglés para Militares, or English for the Military, which is ranked #2 on Google. So if you type Inglés para Militares, just that, there will be a couple of adverts, paid ads, then something written by someone else, and then there is Patricia's blog post. This is the impact that we want. This is the impact that we want, but it's not the only example. So how to apply for an EN number in Madrid, for an EN in Madrid, is a blog post that is not closely related to education and yet very useful for English teachers. And why not for some people that are that have the intention to move to Spain, yeah, and may need to learn a language, to learn Spanish, doesn't have to be English. That has around 1,000 searches a month, for instance, that blog post. Or another one, which is Cómo pronunciar los verbos regulares en inglés, how to pronounce the regular verbs in English. That one by Ben Martinez, that one has around 400 searches a month, approximately. So some good examples are the best children's books, for instance, or Cómo aprobar el essay del first certificate. If you Google that, if you write Cómo aprobar el essay del first certificate, Georgina will be on page 1 on Google already. Yeah, and this is a very recent blog post, for instance. Another very good example, estoy en paro, aprender inglés para trabajar. Very useful, yeah, very practical. So these are very good examples that you guys can just use. So what's your strategy? What do you need to know? You need to know a little bit of numbers here, which is the first one. The first number is only 20% of the sales are immediate reactions. So if you just think that I have that a lot of people reach me, and when I ask them, what are you doing? I very often get an answer, well, I posted, I'm sharing, but nothing happens. Yeah, so whatever you expect to happen will represent 20% of the sales. It won't be more, because immediate reactions are around that. It's pure statistics. So what else do you need to know? You need to know that the 80% of the sales come from follow-up. And this is something that we're doing. We learned very quickly, and we're doing a lot. Every single day, we have a campaign, we have an action, and we act upon our leads. Yeah, no matter if they have converted or not, we have actions for them. So if leads are 20% of the sales, then let's go get leads. This is the first thing. How? Your own blogs, well positioned, when we achieve them to be ranked highly on Google, that will be a very good opportunity for you. Sharing content on social media, your own blogs and blogs of others will have the same impact. And of course, marketplaces. Yeah, we don't have to neglect them, although they will, the behavior of the student there is completely different. But if they work, we don't have to forget about them. Again, parenthesis, some teachers have come into to the conclusion that marketplace is not their thing. But that's after researching a lot and identifying very well where their target is. Yeah. So until you reach that stage, let's just go for the simplest things. So your own blogs, sharing content, yours and others, and marketplaces is in the first stage, getting leads. Second stage is how you manage your portfolio. Now, I'm absolutely sure that a lot of you have already some leads, some interested people, and some clients, of course. But in between, there are people that have tried, haven't registered, or there are people that have just been interested in us. Yeah. So let's say that once someone has clicked, then that person, through the actions that we're going to do, can be reminded every now and then about us, about you. So how do we manage our portfolio? Our portfolio is that column of interested people that you all have, or even trials that you all have. Yeah, some of you will have hundreds of people in your portfolio. So are you doing something with all these people? Probably not. Probably you're relying just on the new entries, and let's see what we can get from the new entries. But you're forgetting that these 80% of that you can increase your sales by acting upon your portfolio. So how? Again, sharing content once a week. Yeah, sharing your content is something that you can do once a week, or content of others. Yeah, so that means reaching people to share content. You can do that once a week on WhatsApp, for instance, once a week by email. Yeah, a more direct, in a more direct way, not just on social media, directly upon them. And a promotion once a month. You can send them a promotion once a month. So again, we use seasonal promotion. So very, very soon we will have Easter. So for kids, we can go and we can prepare some intensive courses, offer intensive courses, or use festive days, for instance, Father's Day, which is today. Okay, so These are the two things. Just remember, yes, we can get immediate reactions, which is something that with Maria's help happens. But you guys, on your part, have a lot there that you can work upon. For instance, um, Blanca got a lot of, Blanca is not with us here now, but anyway, she got a lot of leads, a lot of contacts from a one-off action on TikTok. Well, these people now, whether they've converted or not, of course it's important, but not so much. But there is a huge opportunity for her to provide content of value, not selling them, content of value once a week. So once a week, our portfolio can receive something that they will be thankful for, something that they will appreciate. So what to blog about? That's the big question. And the what to blog about requires a little bit of research. Ask yourself, what do people search about on the internet? What is what they want to know? What solutions they need? And these are the things that we can provide. These are the things that we can blog about. So we've structured them in 4 basic categories, which is the first one is solutions to common problems. We're not talking about sales here, yeah? We're sales, we said once a month, but here is solutions. So solutions, for instance, pronunciation problems. For instance, the Ben's example of cómo pronunciar los verbos regulares en inglés, very highly ranked as well. Cómo aprobar el essay del first certificate, how to pass the first certificate essay by Georgina. People will be thankful to receive that, whether they're with you or not. They will see the value in it. The best children's books. Estoy en el paro. Well, all these examples. The Obscenity blog has tons of them. Also, you can share some news about the educational sector. Now here, if Steve is with us, if Mark is with us, you guys are so well aware of what's going on that you can well summarize briefly and present the news. But again, remember that if you're doing it directly, if you're presenting the news, making people go and read someone else's blog, you're not helping yourself. You're helping the other author, yeah, an author that you don't even know. So it's much better to make the effort to write 5-10 lines and then give the news, for instance, and share, rather than just send people to someone else's resources. But for instance, a very good example is Ana Elena's blog post about the International House in Barcelona closure. So she did it right after it happened. So she's presenting a news, and she's doing it within her within the Obscenity environment with her blog post, through her blog post. Also, something that has a lot of impact for people is when we compare different solutions in the market. For instance, what are the best options for virtual learning, for instance, yeah? And then you list several, one of which is yours. So classes by video conference is ours, but we can talk about e-learning, we can talk about apps, we can talk about other solutions as well. Doesn't have to be just what we do. This is a little bit trickier, but very good, because sometimes people, if wisely used, sometimes people talk about even their competitors, about their competitors, because their competitors may be the ones with more searches. But if someone searches for, I don't know, Kitsanas, and there is a comparison between the way we teach at Obscenity and Kitsanas, for instance, they're going to find us as well. So if our offer is attractive, they will click. We'll see how, again, in a minute. And then focus on your uniqueness. And we have a very, very good examples here. For instance, Brian, who has been blogging a lot about hospitality, for instance, yeah, your niche, archaeology, Julie, or military, Patricia, or kids, a lot of you, Sonia, Laura, a lot of you guys are writing about that. Sonia with her own unique pictures, images created by, or genuine content. So these are beautiful blogs that and ideas that you can blog about. So for SEO positioning, let me remind you of some tips that, of course, there is much more, but these are very important elements. The first one is what's in your URL, title, headline, subheadings. This is very important for Google. Google reads that. It's the so-called SEO positioning. Yeah, Google reads keywords. So when your students are, for instance, writing ¿En cuánto tiempo se aprende inglés, for instance, this is their search. If this is what is in the URL or in the title of your blog, that will be highly ranked. Okay, so this is the so-called long tail. Long tail is what's in the URL, and it's actually a combination of words that people usually use to search on the internet. So that has to be in your URL, as in the example here. This is Ana Lana's blog post. ¿Cuánto tiempo se tarda en aprender inglés desde cero? And also, sometimes this is our last campaign that had 10% more of openings. So if we are around 25%, with this campaign, we got 35% of openings. And my reading is that it was because of the message there. Yeah. So something that people are kind of engaged or shocked or intrigued about. Yeah. So it says, a tu padre no le regales nada de eso. Don't give anything of these to your father for Father's Day. Don't give them these gifts. Yeah. So they must be intrigued. The opening rate has increased. So anything that you transmit has to be either really necessary, practical, something that people search for, or something that is going to intrigue them and make them react, as this message, for instance. Now, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to ask a couple of you. I can see Georgina there. Will you help me, Georgina?
Of course. What do you need?
Oh, I need, okay, I need you to share something, but I don't see Patricia. But anyway, well, I will then show the guys on our part. So share your screen if you can, and then open a new session, like sesión de invitado. Do you know how to do that?
On where? Where should I open the invitado?
On your browser, on Chrome.
So I open like a new, de incógnito.
De incógnito, de invitado.
De convidat.
Bueno.
Yo hago incógnito and you tell me how to do convidat.
Yeah, no, go share your screen so that I can see and guide you.
Okay. I did this. Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. Now, no, don't.
No.
Don't do that. Open another one. Yeah, we're going to, okay, no. Close both of these and open another incognito session. You're not sharing now.
Yeah, go. I'm going now. Okay. There's my
don't write obscenity at all. Yeah, don't write obscenity at all.
All right. I don't write anything. Okay.
No, just write inglés para militares. Right. Accept, scroll until obscenity. Do you see? Yeah, there. Okay, so click that. Okay, let me just explain. Let me stop here to explain. So Georgina is just clicked, well, we found this blog post. I am a soldier, imagine, or I'm in the military, and I have searched for English for myself, and I come to that. I read that, I think that it's again very interesting, and I want to share it. So now go to any of the tabs, online, presencial. Click on the first one in the on the tabs, the Oxinity tabs, online, for instance. The first one.
Online, okay. So,
Yeah, there. Okay, so I'm intrigued, and then try Primera Clase Gratis. Now write Georgina, but in the test put the whatever at test.com so that we know. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I read everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See that? All right. That would be it, right?
Yeah, and click Acceso. What is this? Okay, fine. So the system will do its thing, and the student will be able to select. Okay, fine. Now, on my part, I'm going to just show you what we see on Salesforce. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start sharing, okay, Georgina?
Yeah, okay.
Right, okay, so here is Georgina's, yeah, this is the lead. And here we see Patricia Molina, yeah? So once, can you see that?
Sorry. So it's, okay, there's this lead, and it says, okay, owner. Okay. Yep. So I've seen it, yeah.
Right. So if now that same student closes that, nothing happens, or nothing, not even, even if they didn't fill all this information, if in 6 months they see Oxinity and then they do the same, well, that the same thing will happen. That person, you in this case, will be identified as Patricia's lead. Yeah, this is the first thing. This is how it operates for authors. Now, since Sophia was asking about, well, the IDC, let me just remind you where this information is. Just a minute. Okay, so I'm here. I've logged into my Oxinity. I am Oxinity, yeah. I see my name here, Hi Radmila. In the promo links, they're always embedded all the time. If you click any of these buttons, it will be there. But now, if I open another tab just with Oxinity.com, yeah, you see, guys, that I am logged in. So if I see my name here, then again, anything that I do from this point onwards is going to be for me. Even though sometimes people think, yeah, but the IDC is not here. Yeah, but it is. It's there all the time. Now, if I were to use, for instance, any of the blogs that are not mine, because some of them will be, of course, this one is mine, I can share it as is. But this one, for instance, here, this is Georgina's. Now, when if I use all these buttons and I have logged as myself, yeah, I'm here logged as myself. If I use one of these buttons, so I'm going to use copy to clipboard, then when I open it, it will have my IDC, yeah, here. So all I have to add is the from. Why? Because I don't have to. If, for instance, I'm going to share on Facebook, on LinkedIn, it will be there, so no need. But if I'm using it in a channel that it's not here, for instance, I use Hootsuite. Then I'm going to put here Hootsuite and the day of my sharing. This is just for, because that way it helps me understand what works and what doesn't. Okay, so this is these are the things, but again, above all, okay, and I'm going to share that now to all of you here on Teams. Yeah, so I copy on my clipboard, I share, and this is it. If I do the same, but on Facebook, then everything will be for me. All the outcome is for me. Okay, now it's, okay, so if you want, you guys can do the same. Who can do the same? Who can do exactly the same process as I did? Sophia, would you like to give it a go so that I make sure that you've understood? And the rest of you guys. Yeah, can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it right now. So I can also do it from the promo button, right? Instead of just opening a blog post, I can just go on to the...
You can, although in the promo button,
right,
you have promotions there. We said that sharing content is, but yeah, you can do it.
Right. So for example, I can go to
Go to the,
Obscenity,
yeah,
right?
okay.
And then I go to my thingy where it says teacher here, right?
Okay, so it says Sofia Vargas, so yes, you're logged in, that's fine.
Yeah, right. It says hi Sophia, you know, all of that. So I can go to here and let's just say, you know, I want to share this this English for adults, right?
Yeah,
so I
but
can
yes.
write here, you know, Sophia, whatever.
Would you mind trying with the very first
and then here
one?
I can write.
Sophia, would you mind see with the very first one, the 15% discount for web classes? There is no way to copy that, no?
For example, but
there is no way to copy the link.
Well, no.
Yes, there is a way.
Like if you write here your
how
email
do you do it?
and then you just share it from here. You
Exactly.
just write here your email. Like for example, I write mine. Right.
Yes.
Tell me, Radmila, if I'm doing anything wrong. But
you're doing fine.
I just write it here
Yes.
and then I share it. Yeah.
You
Email,
but
WhatsApp,
you click,
whatever.
If you do it that way, there is no way you can add it.
Hold on, Manuel. I'm going to answer to you. Let me just finish with her. So, okay, just an explanation. What Sophia is doing now, she's sharing a promotion. She's not sharing content. Yeah, we're okay with that? Okay. So now if you click on the email symbol, you will be sending yourself a promotional link, a promotional voucher.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So here I could write anyone's email, you know, and then I'll send it to them. Right.
Okay.
Right.
But before
and if I go here, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
If I go here, I could just write, you know, hola, my name is, you know, Sophia, whatever. And then here, I mean, here's my IDC.
Yeah.
Right. And here, if I'm going to share it to, I don't know, tus clases particulares, then I write tus clases. Right?
Sophia, unfortunately, tus clases particulares won't allow you to share. Yeah. They will want you not to share anything that is not theirs. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on
a second. LinkedIn, for example.
Yeah, LinkedIn, yes, you can.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, like that, right? And then I can just copy it and share it onto LinkedIn, and everyone who clicks on that is going to be for me. That's right, isn't it?
That's it. But what I want you to do is now go to another tab. Go to another tab. Yeah. Now go to Obscenity. Obscenity.com.
Yeah.
There. Now click blog. Click on blog.
Right.
Okay. Fine.
So this one, for example.
So this one, if you want to share this one, what would you do?
I would go on to pressing one of these first.
Yeah, one of these, or copy to clipboard. Click the first one, the first.
Here, right?
Yes, click that. Now copy it for all of you. Paste it in the chat here on the Oxinity chat. Oh, sorry,
Teams,
on the Friday
right?
Talk chat. For us, yes, exactly. On Teams, paste it for us.
Yeah. And I send it?
Yes, please.
Or I write my...
No, don't write anything, just send.
Okay, that's done.
Perfect. So your IDC 1570, yeah, no, sorry. Your IDC is 106856, yeah? You see? This is it.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So everyone that clicks there, the system is going to know that I brought them into the... Right.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I will click on your link. I'm going to copy your link, the link that you've just shared, Sophia. Yeah. And
I'm going to stop sharing the screen, right?
Yeah, stop sharing the screen. I've copied your link. And now I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to open an incognito session. Okay, so I'm opening an incognito window. I am going to share the link that you've just shared with us. Okay, it has no F, but at least it has your IDC. It would be a good idea to put to complete the code with F from, for instance, LinkedIn. Or LinkedIn. I'm going to do it for you. And the day of today. And I'm going to register. Okay, so, oh, what a nice blog. Johanna, check her. She's amazing. She's an amazing singer. I love her, her approach to teaching English through lyrics, music. And I want to register. Yeah, so I'm going to put my name here, etc. That.
Radmila, I think we're seeing a different screen being shared.
Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
on the Google screen.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't see the screen that you're typing on.
Perfect. Okay, let me then I'm going to share my desktop. So hold on a second. No, here, yeah. Can you see my screen now? Okay, so I've just, I've pasted, okay, I'm going to do it from scratch. I'm going to start from scratch. So this was the blog post. Sorry, yeah, exactly, that Sophia has shared. And I love, again, Johanna's post, and I'm going to just check the rest of the things, and I'm going to register. Okay, so now you, Sophia, you should now have me as a lead. Can we check that? Can you go to Salesforce?
Yeah, I actually just got an email that says new interested student 1, Radmila, trade mail, whatever. Yeah, and if I go to Salesforce,
but share your screen so that we all see it. Yeah.
Yeah, give me one sec. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yeah. Go to your Salesforce.
So, yeah.
Go to iMoxinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salesforce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
there you are.
today
Yeah,
I've got
so exactly. So
Yeah.
through sharing, you've got a client. You've just got a client through sharing. As you can see on the right side, you see all the reference there. Can you zoom a little bit the right side, the URL entrada? There, yeah. So you shared something on your LinkedIn, and there you have a lead. As simple as that.
Right, and this is my IDC.
Yes.
Whose IDC is this?
This is not an this is the from. Remember that I added LinkedIn and the date of today?
Oh, yes, true. Yeah, LinkedIn. Right, yeah. Thick. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So sharing that's how you monetize it, guys. Yeah. Now, the more you have, the more Radmila testings you have, but not testing, just real people, really interested people on your part, on your Salesforce, the more you can act upon. So remember, 80% of the people you're going to get when you do actions like that. So how many of you, honestly, now tell me honestly, how many of you have ever approached your interested people, students in the past that are not clients? Probably not many or not often. But now this can...
Not often.
Not often. I know. So, for instance, people such as, I don't know, Carlos or, well, Georgina, of course, Gergo as well, from the people that I can see here, Mari Carmen, Mark, Path, Sam, you guys, Viva, Steve, you guys must have a very good portfolio there that you can approach now through actions like this. Let alone the fact that every one of you can produce brilliant content in the ways that we've seen. So let me know if you have any question, because I really want to make sure that you have no doubts about that. Questions, anyone?
I've just got one quick question. You know, when you were showing how to share a blog, okay, thank you. That's a lot clearer for me now. Mm-hmm. You did mention, obviously, we've got the option of either copy to clipboard or the different buttons, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. And at one point you made the comment, if you click on one of the other buttons like Facebook or LinkedIn, then you already have the from field. I didn't quite understand that comment, that you already have the from field for those buttons.
Okay, I'll show you. Just a minute. I will show you how it works. Let me close here the unnecessary windows. Yeah. So, okay, you guys see my screen, right? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, can see, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, as I said, here you can copy to Flipboard. Here, directly you copy on Facebook. So I click it, and another tabs opens. And okay, here is all the code, and it is facebook.com. So now we know that it's from Facebook. And again, at the end of the code, here is my IDC 96341, and then we have this source Facebook share. Yeah, so it is automatically embedded, and all you have to do is just insert your tagline, your hashtags, your whatever, your copy here, and you share.
Okay, you know how you've suggested on some of the other from tabs that you perhaps put the date?
Yeah.
Is it sufficient just to leave it as saying Facebook share, which is automatically embedded, or would you advise us to add something extra that identifies the date like you did earlier?
In this case, maybe not necessary to add the date.
No, not necessary. Okay.
To me, probably not. But of course, well, this is a habit of mine. I always do it just because I want to know exactly what, but no, in this case, no need to.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Any other question, guys?
Well, my question is the relevance of the date. I mean,
yeah. Why is it relevant?
I mean, I understand. I mean, if I get like many leads from a campaign, I would really like to know which one it is. Maybe I did something different that day that I need to figure out.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm just writing, I'm not paying too much attention to that. I'm just writing Facebook for Facebook, and that's it.
I do pay attention to it, to me, because again, I'm using an IDC for our email campaigns, email marketing, but they are not the same. So I have now Father's Day, but before I had something for companies, then I had something for kids, etc., etc. But I know that it is the Father's Day that got most of the openings.
But
so
that's why, well, like what I've been doing now, I was putting tags in terms of what channel I was using. So then I figured out like what was converting, what was not.
Truth be told, you have to do whatever will help you identify your campaigns.
Okay.
Yes. What we can do is we can ask the ITs to add the data automatically for you so that you don't have to, because I add it, it's a habit. If you add just campaign 1, campaign 2, campaign 3, and this is fine for you, perfect. You don't have to do more. But not having a from is where then you will say, oh, yeah, but where does that come from? So that's why the from. If you leave it just on Facebook and you're doing, you know that you are absolutely every day sharing blog posts on Facebook, then by leaving Facebook, because this is the only thing that you're doing. Yeah, it's when you have diversity, eventually you can come up with your own referencing, but what we can do is add the date automatically for you guys. Anna, you seem to have a question.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do. Hi, good morning. Just a quick question, because I was checking that normally, because if I want to introduce leads manually, sometimes I go to my own website myself, right? So I type my name and surname and in the first result and so on. I noted that there were some changes. So from now on, it's not like it was my name, surname, profesora de inglés, whatever, but and so on. And from now on, it's not this way, but it's like Ana Elena's.
It will be the same. Yeah, it will be the same. We're working on optimizations. As you can see, there are some different landing pages now, some different things here. So we're going to not leave it as it was, but leave it optimized. Yeah, but you will have that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, just to tell you that I really love the idea of changing the tags and description of the courses, because now it's much more fresh. I mean, on the general extended page, so we can use a lot of pages to share. The only thing that I noticed, I'm not sure if it's fixed or not, when I published my last blog post that you were talking about, there was like, the author's name, and my surname was repeated like 3-4 times, so it was a bit messy.
There was the only thing, the only moment where this could have happened is when we were precisely doing that optimization and fixing it. That won't happen. That won't happen from now on. As you can see, the codes are all well positioned. But let me insist on that again. If you are the author, no matter what the code, unless there is an IDC of other person afterwards, but no matter what the code, the author, if you are read and clicked by someone, that client is for you. Yeah. So the authors, you guys can even share without your own posts, without IDC, because it goes automatically for you, as we saw with Inglés para Militares. Yeah, we saw that there was no code. Georgina just found Inglés para Militares. She clicked on it. She then registered, and it is for Patricia. Crystal clear. Yeah. When you add your IDC and it's embedded when you use copy to clipboard or the sharing buttons, then you make Oxinity yours. So from that point onwards, now another case scenario is now I am reading the newspaper and I see an Oxinity ad. It's a display ad. I click on it. And if I first have clicked one of your blogs, even though there hasn't been a click, but I've read it. So I'm then reading about the best, whatever, summer promotions, and I see Oxinity. I remember I need English classes now. I log, I register. Then again, it's for you. There is no need, there is no way we can miss someone that has first clicked your post.
Yeah, that's true, because I was checking my results for clicks, and I got actually from Google AdWords. I mean, I understand that it's Oxinity's work, and I got like 9 or 7 clicks from there, so I was really surprised. That actually works really well. Yeah.
So basically, I cannot insist more. Sharing content of value is what will make you grow. Yeah, sharing content of value has to be acting upon your portfolio, has to be once a week. Yeah, a conscious campaign, but not campaign for a sales campaign, a commercial campaign. Content, sharing content has to be number one. Then content on social media, then your own blogging, of course, that's also fantastic. People will help you that way. People will help you grow. A campaign once a month, or occasionally according to the seasonal promotions that we can have. Okay, guys? So let me know, start doing it, start sharing, start practicing, start implementing. And as you know, I'm at your disposal. I am a resource, as I always say. Ask me if we have created something for us, we're going to share with you all the time. If not, we're going to create it with a little bit of time as well. But Georgina is there, very good example, very helpful for all of you who have approached her. Anna, of course, Patricia. So, and the video again is fantastic. Yeah. Great. Any other questions before we go?
Regarding the video, can you post it to YouTube channel so it's easier to share,
definitely.
for example? Because sometimes if you need to upload that, it's, you know, sometimes it takes time. Some pages do not allow you doing that. So if you add the YouTube channel, so it's going to be easier.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Okay, guys. Okay. So a pleasure as usual seeing you.
Right, Admira,
thank you.
Just one little thing. See, when I click the very first promotion, I send a link to my own another account, you know, and the button is on top of the text. See, if you want me to share the screen, maybe you can understand it better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Why not? Jesus, which one is this?
Actually, I'm thinking that the video, Anna, we can not only put the video on YouTube, but make a landing page around it. We'll do a landing page with it, with the video, so that all of you can share it, guys.
Yeah, and this way we can also gain what
all of you with your IDCs. Yeah. We will do the same. A landing page for each one of you with your IDC. You will be sharing. Yeah. Okay, Manuel. We see now.
See the issue now?
Yes.
Okay, and sometimes this button is moving around, but always on top of the text.
Okay.
You can find it on the left, you can find it on the right, on the left, but it's always on top of the text.
By the way, yes, to answer your question, thank you for doing that. But if you click on Cupón Descuento is where you get the link. But we're going to add the copy to clipboard button, and we're going to fix that, Manuel.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, because it's much easier for me to share on Hootsuite or whatever, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. No worries. All these little things, whatever you need, let me know. Yes. If you spot something, because sometimes I don't see it.
Yes. Well, I actually been talking to the supporting, and they say they're fixing a bug, so things will go better shortly. Okay, they're on top of things. So
they've been great about it. So yeah, I'm sure that they will help.
Okay.
Perfect, guys. Okay, so thank you very much, and have all a great weekend.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
You
too, Radmila, as always.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Great weekend. Bye.